Ranting about my OCs Part 1. So today the character I'm going to be talking about is my main character, Onyx Wright. So first off, who is Onyx Wright? He's in his late teens and early 20s, and he's been given the name Protector of the Realm. And with that, as the name suggests, he protects the people from threats that no one else is willing to fight. With this, he is willing to break the rules to get what he needs to do his job, even if that does mean losing the people's trust, which also goes into why the people lean more towards one of my other characters, Willa, who is his younger sister, because she has more of a vibrant and expressive personality, and she's more of like, I'm for justice, I'm for following the book, I'm for doing. She does care about what the people think of her, but that'll be for another video. I'll go into that later. Another thing about Onyx is he is big about truth. He will tell people the truth, even if the truth hurts. But in his mind, he's just like, I'm gonna tell you the truth to protect you. With this, he also has a lot of secrets and walls that he keeps up, like his Archivian or magical ability. He makes sure that nobody knows what it is, and that gives him the element of surprise, and people underestimate him whenever it comes to fighting. And when it comes to fighting, Onyx is about the action. Big, little, boy, girl, he does not care. If you are deemed a threat to the people, then he will take you out. And to be honest, he doesn't really care about what people think about him unless it is people who are close to him. Now, I've been talking a lot about him story-wise, what he does plot-wise, but I think I should go into like the smaller things. What does he like to do as hobbies? What does he like behind closed doors? Onyx loves playing with his guitar and playing with his cat Luno, and he also likes to tinker with things. He actually made his guns that are his main weapons, along with another one that he eventually upgrades it to in the future, but I will not spoil that. He's just a big tinker. He likes messing with stuff. He's also big collector of knowledge, which is kind of lost. And one of the things about this world is that knowledge can be used as a weapon. So you need to be careful about how much knowledge that you get, because the moment that you have too much of it, you can be targeted. Now, I want to do something fun and just say, if my character were to relate to another character, who would he relate to the most? I'm gonna do a cartoon example and an anime example. In the anime world, I would definitely say that he relates the most to Lelouch from Code Geass, specifically because he's so about protecting the people and making sure that there's justice, and he's willing to go through any means necessary to get to that point. Cartoon wise, I actually have two examples. As of right now, I am on episode 5 of the Reimaging Digital Circus. I don't know how this character is going to develop in the future, but as of right now, as it's standing, I believe that my character Onyx does have some character traits that are closest to Jax from the Amazing Digital Circus. This character also is closely related to Onyx's story, and it's Rumi from K-pop Demon Hunters. He has a lot of walls that he keeps up, and I think the way that Rumi goes about it is kind of how he goes about it. So those are the characters that I feel like would relate the most to Onyx, that Onyx would relate the most to. Now for what song I think Onyx would relate the most to. Twisted by Miso or Misayo. This song I feel like would relate to him because he has so many internal struggles, and everybody around him knows that he is different from them. He's quote unquote twisted. So I definitely think that is one of the songs that really does relate to who he is as a character. Another song that I feel like relates to him is Gladiator by John, because he pretty much is a gladiator. He is in an arena, which is the world that they live in, and he's having to do what is necessary to get to his goal. And also the vibes of both songs kind of match with his personality as well. The person he cherishes the most is his sister, because his sister is the last person that he has left because of an accident that happened with their parents that will be explained in the story. But ever since that accident happened, he's kind of had to become the big brother slash mentor in a way to his sister. And with that also goes into why he wants to make a better world that has peace. He wants to have a better world with his sister. So that's why he goes so hard for what he's after. Now, character design wise, one of the inspirations I had was Spider-Punk from Spider-Verse. His afro being one of the main inspirations. I wanted to have a design that's different because I am quite tired of seeing the Killmonger main character hairstyle. I'm just done with it. I love afros. I am obsessed with afros. That is like all I draw. That's the reason why I draw these two characters the most, Onyx and Willa, because they have an afro. It's just a beautiful hairstyle and I just adore it. So that was one of the reasons why I was just so excited making this character design. I never knew until recently about who Dante from Devil May Cry was, but when I looked at Onyx and him side by side, I was like, their designs are so similar, and their stories are kind of similar too. Oh no. But yeah, I would say that character design wise, there is a bit of inspiration from Dante. Last little topic before the video ends. I'm going to, if Onyx were to be put into an anime or cartoon world and he were to fight or do whatever in that world, and do well, and I would probably say he would do the best in an anime called Bungo Stray Dogs, because he's so good at like adapting to people's abilities, and he has secret abilities of his own. Also, unlike a lot of people in the show, he can actually aim and shoot a gun. But here I am finally finishing this piece, and I'm not gonna lie, this may be one of my favorite pieces in this sketchbook. I got these new markers called Grabby, and they are just amazing. They're acrylic markers, and it's my first time using acrylic markers, and they've just been so great. I was kind of limited on the colors I could use, because I like using more vibrant colors, but it still ended up turning out good, and I was super proud of it. And I can't wait to show you all of my new characters. Please like and subscribe if you like this video, and comment on which character you'd like to learn more about next. I also post about my characters on my Instagram, which will be in the description below. Thank you guys for watching.